Oh boy. So, hello everybody. This is Chaos Virgil. It's been a while. And as you can clearly see, I'm waiting on Goku versus Superman. And I'm going to be reacted to it, of course. Oh god. I've never really said this in a video before, but I am a huge fucking Death Battle fan. I've been that way for a long time, but only ever since season 8 have I really started appreciating the show for what it is. Because I remember when Virgil's versus Sephiroth first came out, I was salty that Virgil didn't win, and I was super hyped when Yang won against Tifa. I thought that was the best episode ever. But ever since season 8 came out, I then started realizing this is more than just, hey, I want to see my favorite character win. There's some cool shit here. And I feel like this episode that's coming up is going to be a celebration of that in the best ways possible. I've seen so many different episodes at this point. I've got my favorites locked down at this point. I do want to make a video at some point talking about my favorite episodes of Death Battle from each season. I'm not going to spoil which episodes are my favorite at all, but I am going to say this. I am just really excited to see how this plays out, because I saw the trailer that they made for the fight specifically. God, it looks so clean. And maybe he'll win, maybe Superman will win, maybe Goku will win. Honestly, I don't care who wins at this point. I just want to see a good episode. One filled with love, dedication, while also still, giving out good research and explanation. Because who knows? Maybe Goku might win. Maybe Superman will win. I'm not a Death Battle debater, at least that much. But I'm just excited for this. I'm excited to see some really good animation, some really good character interactions, really fun analyses, and just some overall fun. I just want to have fun with this. That's my entire goal. I'm ready to enjoy this penultimate episode of season 10. And before we get started, I do want to give my prediction as to what the next episode will be. I feel like they've been wanting to do this for a long time, so I'm thinking it's going to be Galactus versus Omnicron as the final episode. That's my guess. If it's that, that'd be really cool. I do also want to see Giorno versus Joker, as in Joker from Persona. Turn that shit off. The closed caption.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp.
What?
Fight!
What the?
Son Goku, Superman. It's time to answer the ultimate question, and we're taking it all into play. We're examining Superman's extensive mainline comic book canon. Given Dragon Ball Super's contentious continuities, we'll include all three, just to be thorough, plus Dragon Ball Heroes. He's Wiz and I'm
Oh!
And it's our job to analyze.
Oh! They're including heroes in this? Oh shit! This might be closer than I thought. Oh, I'm already fucking scared, but excited at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My heart is already literally beating, out of my chest right now. I think a lot of people have already seen the preview. Oh, Kakarot
began Goku's teachings in martial arts, which he would find to be his true calling under the...
What the birth name? Is that how it's spelled in the Saiyan? With Saiyan dialogue or dialect or Saiyan writing, I guess. He's at least 40 years old, 5'9". Mentors Grandpa Gohan, Roshi, Kami, King Kai, Whis, and Mirus. Gohan, Oob, and Shallot are... They're mentioning Shallot?! Yo, we need an episode with Shallot at some point. We need that. I love Shallot. Eating, napping, sports. As farmer, firefighter, office work. Oh yeah, he's had those. Not a bad dad, you guys are just mean. True! He is not a bad dad. He's just made mistakes. So fucking true.
Within just a few years, he was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods. When you're he did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman. They also take Nietzsche's famous words, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger," very, very literally. It's almost unfair how much of a
the Vegeta nod, like, yes, yes, this is going to help Kakarot win. He'll finally beat Superman.
It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha, an incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam. So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds.
He really did.
Incredibly versatile, with over 50 different
Autonomous Ultra Instinct, Destructo Disc, Dragon Fist, Energy Land, yeah. Oh yeah, the Mafuba or Evil Containment Wave. Of course, Flight. Fusion Dance isn't really going to help, since that literally does nothing without a partner. Yes, he does have the God Bind. He did Hakai at one point, so that could be a possibility. And yes, of course, Instant Transmission and Kaioken.
For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet. But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't just use ki to blow shit up. Moves like the soul.
Oh god, even more, right. Oh yeah, the rock, paper, scissors technique. Multiform, ki sensing. Oh, this is all in alphabetical order. I just fucking realized that. I do not remember what the Kame Sennin Ryu is. Rapid movement, spirit bomb, solar flare, telekinesis, telepathy.
Energy landbind and God bind require a lot more strategy and planning. Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't just train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself. And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English. The dubs did more than that.
Silly English. Actually, now that I think about it, Power Pole actually might be a good way of doing decent damage to Superman, because he is into, like, he is affected by magic. Like, it doesn't help. He doesn't tank against magic attacks. Of course, God Ki. Playing Nemesis isn't really gonna help. Dimensional Domain, God Meteor, Shenron Mode, status buffs, and debuffs.
Goku gained
for sure.
Ki,
oh, this is the cutaway gag.
By mortal hands. Unlike normal ki, it can't be detected and appears to have healing properties. Kind of like Senzu beans. Did you know one Senzu has so much healing juice it can regenerate a person's lost limbs? They're missing out. God Goku reached a level of power that can compete with the greatest of deities, nearly shattering the whole universe with a single clash on his first go. Dragon Ball
of course, the universal clash. We all knew this was coming.
There's a wrinkle there. When all of humanity went to heaven, because Boo went berserk, Videl commented that heaven is just as large as a universe, and the Daizenshuu backs her up. And that's heaven, big planet. So let's scale things up with that in mind. Doing so would make Universe 7 over 1,500 times larger than our...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! 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 Wait a minute. No way! Okay, so we went from 7 times larger than our own universe to 9 to like 13, and now to over 1,000 times. Oh my fucking god! Oh god!
Own observable universe. And Goku could destroy that much the first time he went God, and he didn't lose that power.
All right, Goku compares to Broly, who helped destroy the dimension of strange swirling lights, to Cellmax, whose attacks had the gravitational pull of Black Jesus. Oh god, he might actually have a fucking chance.
Now, imagine how much stronger he became when he stacked Super Saiyan on Super Saiyan God.
Oh, they're putting Super Saiyan 4 in this too.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Yeah, not saying that. Or
not saying that.
Some almighty angels. Or when he perfected the blue hairdo and stacked Kaioken on top of that.
Goku has certainly performed great feats with God Ki, breaking through Hit's time stop by forcing himself into the future, holding off infinite Zamasu.
That's not what he did. He just overpowered the ability. He didn't force himself into the fucking future. It's just that if your power level is high enough, it beats whatever magic system the opponent has. Wait, hold. Greater power levels in Dragon Ball can counter space-time based abilities, such as when Buu broke out of the hyperbolic time chamber and Jiren overpowered Hit's Cage of Time. Yeah, exactly.
Jiren, who shook the entire world of Void by just walking.
He even tried out Hakai, the destruction god move that nopes you out of existence.
Yep.
Your being and your soul erased from all of time and space.
Culminating in his greatest form, Ultra Instinct.
Chrome Goku isn't a normal transformation.
Oh, okay.
It's a state of mind. Ultra
Oh yeah, the Kachin, the strongest universe, the strongest material in all the universes. Took down Demigra. Well, I mean, oh no, wait, right, yeah, because of later stuff. I was thinking of when Gohan and Goku broke the fucking sea sword, where they tossed the Kachin at it. And they fucking broke it. God. Survived Energy of Destruction, Dark Key, and the Dark Factor. Took down Demigra, who threatened the multiverse. Defeated King Piccolo, Frieza, Majin Buu, Mira, Android 21, Moro, Xeno, Goku. Yeah.
Instinct is the highest peak of martial arts. Subconsciously making optimal choices because you're in the zone. Doing without thinking.
Something Goku has always been training to do. Technically, it can be used in any form, but when perfected, Autonomous Ultra Instinct makes you untouchable. No matter what comes his way, Goku will automatically dodge, block, and counter to the best of his ability, even pushing his body well beyond his physical limits. So far beyond, in fact, Ultra Instinct can summon a massive
That looks so
avatar to
cool.
defend him when his own body can't.
That sounds really intense.
It is, which is why he's developed incremental versions of it for specific uses. It's extremely difficult to maintain the full form for long.
Until you get to Dragon Ball Heroes, aka Dragon Ball fanfiction gone Kaio.
Stand-in for the mainline Goku.
What the?
His history and powers are the same.
What the? That was weird.
CC Goku,
Fiction gone Kaioken times
Okay.
1,000.
while technically a different continuity,
CC Goku is an alternate continuation of Super Anime. Xeno Goku experienced GT, attained the Super Saiyan 4 full power limit breaker form, and defeated universe busters like Omega Shenron, Celis, and Chamel. CC Goku defeated Xeno Goku in Duel of the Strongest. Yeah.
CC Goku is functionally a stand-in for the mainline
Capsule
Goku.
Corp.
His
Okay, yeah.
history and powers
I didn't know that that's what the
making
CC
his story
was,
just
but that
as
makes
much of a
sense.
what-if scenario as the multiple super continuities. The only real difference is Toriyama's not really involved.
This Goku used instant transmission to teleport through time and dimensions. He outsped a god who could see the future. He defeated Dark King Fu, who was gonna rewrite the entire universe. Hell, this series
CC Goku has matched Dark King Demigra, whose Dark Factor could destroy the entire cosmology of heroes in Xenoverse. There are over 76,434,925,761 major timelines, infinite minor timelines, and the crack of time beyond that. Jesus fucking
makes
Christ.
GT cool. Xeno Goku can break space-time just by going Super Saiyan 4.
Looking back at that goofy monkey boy chopping wood and punching dinosaurs, it's almost overwhelming to think about how far Goku has come, how much he's had to face.
But no matter the challenge, he takes it head-on and pushes through.
Showing everyone, everywhere, how to go even further
Beyond. That's great. That's actually a great conclusion to that.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. It's a bird.
It's a plane. No, it's Superman.
Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations.
Yep.
The far-off world of Krypton.
Krypton.
The infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as Clark Kent, he eventually became
Superman.
Champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow.
If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect Boy Scout. And he's definitely not Jesus.
Oh,
Wait,
fair enough.
weren't the guys who made him Jewish?
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged.
And then that ugly mustache showed up.
I love that they don't say the name, they just say that ugly mustache.
The pair created
That's
Superman
great.
to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life.
After almost 9 decades, Superman...
Oh, the alien language for Kryptonians. That's actually really cool. He's at least 30 years old. Daily Planet, Daily Star, Galaxy News, hobbies, linguistics, robotics, zoology, beef bourguignon with cat. Oh yeah. What the fuck? What's with all the names starting with L's and then all of a sudden Wonder Woman just down there, just Wonder Woman.
Many things.
That's funny.
At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home, because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's why he became a superhero, the first superhero.
Everything's gotta start somewhere.
It
but
do.
He was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally.
Yeah.
Took a while actually before he learned how to fly.
In fact,
Yeah.
when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life.
He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the earth for 5 days straight.
Yep.
Or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond.
That's not how that works.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds.
Alright, Superman flew to the edge of the universe to help restore the shrunken cosmos. After he returned to normal, he threw the total distance back to Earth from its actual edge. Huh. Interesting.
Or even break the bonds of infinity.
Yep.
Wait, he can do all that, but Batman can punch him out? Really?
You're probably thinking of Elseworld stories outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best.
That's very
His
true.
breath is so powerful he can
The bioelectric aura. I believe that's from, not just from, like, earlier comics, but I believe that the My Adventures with Superman is doing that too, because he has, like, electrical sort of punches. Flight, heat vision, super breath, super flare, super hearing, super speed. Oh yeah, so he does have super speed, but not on the levels of the Flash, so he still can do like the infinite mass punch and molecular phasing. That's very true.
sneeze away a solar system or blow air cold enough to freeze ghosts.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see
Supervision,
through your own
yeah.
body and
Time
mind to
trap!
examine your soul.
And yet, he can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Simply
Fair
put,
enough.
Superman's powers defy physics. My favorite examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time.
Now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna have a moment like that where Goku gets punched so hard, other versions of himself are gonna fucking feel it.
Or when he gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading and then successfully performed lung surgery.
Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit.
Even beyond his powers, Superman is
He does have he has key control? Okay, well, he's not as good of a fucking martial artist as Goku is. Goku's been a martial artist for, like, ever since he was a kid.
of characters have
Even beyond the infinite multiverse continuity, most mainline eras of Superman can be directly scaled to each other. Post-Crisis Superman fought Golden Age Superman, who matched pre-Crisis Superman. Okay, fair enough.
retcon timelines before.
Yeah, post-crisis Supes did start as less powerful than in pre-crisis, but that was because of the mental blocks.
Though he's not a complete composite, there's
Oh my
so many other Supermen out there.
Future Superman, Big Robot Superman, Kami Superman,
Oh yeah, that
Dinosaur Superman. There's a bunch.
Still, this new canon has affected his abilities. For example, he and other Kryptonians can effortlessly travel through time. And while Superman's powers stem from the Earth's yellow sun, exposure to a blue star increases them even further. In fact,
who traveled to the past, future, and alternate dimensions, and he... Oh yeah, that's right. He can time. I forgot about the fact that in the first Superman movie, he literally flew around the Earth to make it so then as like a form of time travel.
he attained a whole new level of power.
When that old baldy Lex teleported him to another galaxy, Superman just popped back up, saying space-time has lost its meaning for him. He really just said that.
Remember, Superman defies physics.
Like when he used heat vision to restart the universe by making an all-new Big Bang.
We've seen that his universe has a radius of at least 100 trillion light years, but we can calculate a more exact figure. The DC universe is 15 billion years old and expands at 60 trillion light years per half second. This means its radius must be over 50 nonillion light years across.
What? That's 31 zeros!
Damn, the 60 trillion light year rate would last longer than our own universe's epoch. At the DC timeline ends 22 billion years after the present, its universe's scope should be even larger. Interesting.
Now, Superman does have weaknesses. There's kryptonite, of course, and exposure to red starlight can fade his powers over time.
Not all at once. He has been able to move planets around while under a red star, so...
And everyone knows Superman can't deal with magic.
That's
but
true.
It's more accurate to say he doesn't have any special resistance.
That's right. That's the way to put it. No special resistance.
Before, even Shazam.
Instead, Clark found the strength he needed to fly at that sun, dip through a ton of stars, KO the World Forger, and shatter his new
Damn.
multiverse with a single punch. Because that's Superman, a simple solution to overwhelming problems.
He's the kind of
This is
person
gonna be
who
hard to
can
determine.
answer
Like, there's a
from strangers.
good case
So
for
hundreds of
Superman,
planets
but there's
in the
also a
galaxy
decent case for
all the same
Goku.
day. What's not to like?
Truth and justice has no better champion than the Man of Steel.
Nice.
This episode of Death Battles.
Greatest
We're
that
skipping through the Better Help ad. There we go.
It's time for a death battle!
Oh, we're already starting with the fight.
Today's the day. We'll finally settle who's stronger.
If you say so.
That's cute. Woo! Oh, I love it! Oh, I love it already. Look at them.
You're holding back. Give it your all.
Whee! Spin! The dragon throw.
Just fine.
Going blue. All right. Oh shit. Was he pushing through? Oh, I thought he was gonna be pushing through, which would have been really cool. Oh, the 1-inch punch. Let's go. Oh, these effects look really good. Oh shit.
Well, I guess we can wish it back later.
World made of cardboard. All right, I'll show you just how powerful I really am.
What the fuck? Wait, hold on. He punched him so hard. Oh my god.
Looks like a job, boys.
Oh my god, alternate versions of... Oh my god, this is getting so cool. Oh, this is so cool already.
What do you think?
That was awesome. Nice suit.
Oh, thanks. Kryptonian fabric. My mom made it for me.
Yo, that technique, let's fucking go. Yo! Outrunning the explosion. Taking a dip through. Oh my god! Please! Yo! Oh my god! Oh my god! Who won? Who won? What?
Huh?
Oh!
Almost had me there. That was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it sure was. But I'll be stronger next time.
I look forward to it.
Let's go again.
You're on.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
KO! That's it! The final, indisputable answer! Who am I kidding? People are gonna argue this one forever.
There
Yeah.
are so many ways this battle could go, especially with all the other continuities.
Yeah, for real, Goku would kick almost every other Superman's ass, except for the main one.
There's a lot to cover, so let's address the 5 categories most representative
Strength,
of
speed,
this
skill,
fight.
experience, and power.
First up, strength. Both could hit hard enough to break or make their whole universe, or take it in stride, like when Superman got smacked by the whole antimatter universe.
At most, Dragon Ball's universe is 1,505 times larger than our own. But based on the DC Universe's officially established age and rate of expansion, it is 1.6 vigintillion times larger.
Vigin.
Over a novemdecillion times more than Goku's.
At some point, you reach a number high enough that it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Anyway, Goku's obviously gotten stronger since the Beerus fight, even by billions or trillions of times. He's defeated Jiren, Broly, Moro, and Fu.
But even if we highball Goku by quadrillions or quintillions of times, the gap is just too much, especially with the World Forger feat. Not even heroes compete with that. Superman takes the edge in strength.
But strength isn't everything. Let's talk speed. Both are obviously way faster than light, but Superman crossed that mega-sized universe of his in seconds and flew faster than infinity.
Makes sense, he can keep up with the Flash, whose speed is so ludicrous it's unquantifiable.
Don't count Goku out, though. Flying across the entire afterlife in base form and outspeeding Eos's future sight takes some crazy speed.
Fighting Zamasu as an omnipresent merged timeline also implies immeasurable speeds.
That, combined with instant transmission and Ultra Instinct, could probably keep up.
Maybe. Quantifiably, Superman is faster, but both are immeasurable. The safest bet here is to say they tie in speed.
Damn.
Especially when we look at skill. Goku's a martial arts master. He's definitely
Yeah.
got better battle instincts. He wants to.
Yeah,
fight, and
I
is
figured he would
dedicated
win in
to training,
skill.
While Superman sees training as a means to an end.
Superman's knowledge in pressure point combat and Kryptonian martial arts are impressive, but he's only used them a few times. It would be disingenuous to say he's an equivalent master at them.
So
Yeah,
Goku wins
Goku
in skill,
obviously wins.
But not necessarily in experience.
Don't get it wrong, Superman is not a mindless brawler. He's trained with Batman and Wonder Woman. He's even defeated martial arts experts like Cobra without powers.
Goku has spent decades training, but Superman battled Norse demons for 1,000
It was in years, yeah.
Also astonishingly brilliant.
Yeah, I
the
think his
Super
experience
reality
and-
Miracle Machine
yeah.
from memory. Experience obviously goes to Superman, but perhaps less obvious is our last category, powers.
Hakai, Spirit Bomb, Mafuba, Instant Transmission, God Key, God Bind. How does Goku not win with those?
In Dragon Ball, Ki is dependent on physical ability, so it's different from Magic. God Ki is simply pure Ki, and Magic isn't an auto win against Superman anyway, whose greater strength could break out of something like the God Bind.
Mafuba and the Spirit Bomb would take way too long, and Goku's never successfully used Hakai before. Even if he did land it, Superman's impossible to
Oh
erase
my
from
God.
reality. Like, he's tanked Omega Beams.
Escape
which
time
do the same
stops,
thing as
okay.
Hakai.
Superman can time travel, countering instant transmission's similar ability from Heroes. And regarding teleporting him to a red star, ignoring the fact that Saiyans can't breathe in space, though Goku's certainly tough enough to withstand a vacuum, instant transmission requires another person to act as a beacon. He can't just warp to any red star.
Alright, so let's see. Greater martial arts mastery, more varied techniques, better mobility via instant transmission, Limited Ki. Ultra Instinct is similar to Theta State and potentially similar speeds. Meanwhile, Superman is far greater in strength and experience, higher intelligence, superior stamina via sunlight, counters most of Goku's techniques, and limited martial arts mastery. It's a excuse me, downside.
Even if he did, Superman could simply fly away and find a blue or white star for a supercharge.
And Goku could not pull off the same trick twice, as Superman could phase through his attacks.
So, that's it then. Clark has too many counters, so he takes the edge in powers and it's over.
Well, I think there's something else. Goku versus Superman reaches a broader zeitgeist. It's more than just two characters fighting. For a whole generation, especially in 90s America, superheroes represented an unyielding status quo.
They do.
Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America rarely change who they are or what they believe in. For a lot of people, that's tiring, and Superman is an icon of that. Then along came anime. There was a whole other world of ideas and stories for us sheltered Westerners to experience, and Goku's an icon of that. So while many see this as a debate between characters, others see it as a debate of ideologies and culture. And if that's what's at stake, who wants Goku to lose?
You're sure you're not overthinking this?
It's not our intent, but it does call into question what we're doing. How can people agree with what we take as fact when fiction relies on interpretation? Are we stripping characters of their importance by simplifying them to contestants in a vacuum of violence? And if so, then what's the point?
Because it's fun, Wiz. Damn it, man.
Thank you! You know what? That's a good point.
Appreciate something. We're having a great time talking about awesome characters and slamming action figures together. And that's okay.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, no matter who you prefer, that battle was super, man.
That's the worst pun.
What? It fits them both.
It's so lame.
I don't see you doing any better.
Pun's your job.
Well, maybe if I was as good as I punned, then Goku would have won.
What is wrong with you?
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Ben, the voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. We are about to announce the next episode, but before we do that, if you're not a Death Battle member yet, click the
Alright,
below.
what is the next episode? Season 10 finale. There he is! I called it! Yep! #1 most requested Death Battle matchup in history. Galactus versus Omnicron. I fucking called it. They're finally doing it. Oh my god. Oh. What an excellent episode. Fucking phenomenal. That made me feel so much. I'm so glad that this episode was a thing. Some people were like, fucking why rehash this? But I love the message at the end. It was beautiful. I felt like this should have been the season finale, but in its own way, Galactus versus Omnicron is also an excellent finale. Since, you know, it's the most requested Death Battle matchup of all time at this point. But yeah, that's, holy shit. I'm so glad this episode came out. I'm so happy. Death Battle, you did a fan-fucking-tastic job. The message at the end was very poignant. Everything was so beautiful. And I'm so glad to be a Death Battle fan.